Maxi, been a little while since we've caught up, mate. Firstly, how are you, and how kind of has training been and stuff?
Oh, good, mate. Yeah, so we've been chomping at a bit for a while, waiting on some news, and then finally, it was just before Christmas, started talks with this fight. We had a feeling that this is what the IBF were going to order, and then just after New Year, IBF sent the order out. So our teams now are just in the last little bit of negotiating. But yeah, we're good to go for a big fight, final eliminator for that mandatory spot. I should be there now, but it is what it is. Let's get cracked on with this William Zepeda, get him taken care of, and get that mandatory spot and fight for that world title.
How frustrating has it been? I know you've been waiting a long time. I bet you're sick of kind of waiting now. How frustrating was it for them to kind of eventually announce it?
Yeah, because everyone asks the question, when you're fighting, what's happening? I just don't know. I can't answer. And I'm training, and you just don't know when it's going to be. So, there's times where you think, can't be asked. I've not got a fight date out like that. So, I might skip Friday night, and I might, just have a chilled one. Dragging myself to the gym, and it's kept me in a reasonable good shape and stuff. So now that the fight were relatively short notice-ish, for a big tough fight against this Zepeda, 8 weeks notice sort of thing, they really started saying, yeah, this is when it's going to be, blah blah blah. So luckily I've kept myself in that reasonable shape, so it's just a case of stepping training up and concentrating on that day.
On to William Zepeda. Kind of what do you know about him? What is he good at, and kind of how do you evaluate him as a fighter?
Good fighter, obviously. He's rightly ranked where he's ranked. Tough, come forward Mexican. Looks great on paper. 29-0, 25 knockouts. Golden Boys Fighter of the Year last year. A bit younger than me. But again, I've been around boxing. This is my 14th year as a pro now, so it's not something. I've been there. I've seen every style. It's that I haven't seen before. Don't get me wrong, it's a tough fight, like they all are at world level. They're all tough fights. That's why it's world level. But what you see is what you get with him. I don't want to say he's one-dimensional. That's a bit of an insult to him. But very good at what he does. I wouldn't imagine him changing his style to fight me, against me. But yeah, I'll be prepared, and I believe I've got the tools and experience to take care of him. I'll probably underdog again, as I always am, but that's nothing new. I expect that, and I just look forward to proving them idiots who say I'm underdog wrong.
Would you say that this is the most confident you've ever been in your career? I know that coming out of the wrong end of a very controversial decision, having that massive win streak, is this the most confident you've ever been as a fighter? Would you say that can go in there?
I'm just like, the confidence sort of is where it is. The only worry now, I didn't think it would be an issue last time out. An Australian and a British lad fighting in America, 3 American judges. I thought the judges aren't something to worry about, so I didn't even think about that. I thought, yeah, we're on neutral ground here, there's nothing to worry about. But it showed, didn't it? There was bias there, and that's my concern going in. I could go on, put a great performance in, like I did with Cambosos, win the fight, but the judges not get me. So that's an issue. But you'd like to think that it was so controversial that people are still talking about it now, that the judges think, we can't do this to him again. It happened last time and people are still going on about it. So they almost like daren't do it to me. It shouldn't even be a topic. The judges should just score the fight fairly, and it's wrong, because it's set me back. It's put me a step back. I should be fighting Lomachenko now for a world title, but now I have to now have another fight before I can have that world title fight. I suppose another way of looking at it is, try not to look at it negative. It'll be that bit sweeter when I do get there. Say, they tried to set me back. They kept setting me back, but I kept going and doing, getting the job done, and now I am here, so I've really, I've really earned it.
Las Vegas is rumoured. I know that the dream, you've already achieved your dream of headlining in America, you've done that in Oklahoma. Yeah. Now Las Vegas, the mecca of boxing. Yeah. You're just ticking everything off at the minute, aren't you?
Yeah, it's be a special time, I don't even know if any fighter from Doncaster's achieved it, Main event Las Vegas, your name on posters on Las Vegas Strip. It's like I say, the mecca of boxing. It's penciled in for the Cosmopolitan, which there's been some good fights there. I know Andy Lee's fought there. I heard another name yesterday actually. It was, there's been some big fights there. It's a popular venue, so there's been some big fights there, some big names there. So it's exciting. We are gonna take the kids over. My youngest is only 2, so she'll not remember, but she can take the photos. But my eldest, who's 5, she's, when you ask her, you say, what does your dad do for work? He looks after us, cooks our tea and cleans the house. So it's going to be good, she'll remember. No, she knows I do boxing, but she doesn't know it's a job. So, she's going to get to see me at work, and say, I remember my dad taking us to Las Vegas because he were fighting, in this big show. These posters were all over Las Vegas Strip, so be a special moment. I might never fight in Vegas again, so take most opportunity and give the kids these memories, for what I've worked so hard to get. There's not many lads from UK get the opportunity to go and fight in America in a big world level fight. So I'm relishing the opportunity and looking forward to it and make most of it.
How many times ideally would you like to be out? I know that you were frustrated last year, you weren't as active as you wanted to be. Winning this fight, how many times would you like to be out in 2024?
So we're told, I think, I've sort of, last couple of years, other than last couple of years have been 2 fights a year, which I can deal with that. So at least twice a year. But I've been told, so win this fight, obviously it's early enough a year. George and Loma, George and Loma are fighting May, 12th of May, so that's against first half a year. So the winner apparently has to fight the mandatory, so they're not allowed a voluntary or unification. So their next fight, obviously, I would imagine be back end of the year because there's plenty of time. So we should get me 2 fights that year, beat Zepeda and fight the winner of them 2 for the world title. So that sounds like a good year to me.
Final one on well, pretty much answering that, Loma v George. Kind of how do you see that going?
I honestly can't see no other than a Lomachenko win. Hopefully the judges again are fair because it's in Australia. You hope that the officials get it right. But yeah, I just can't see anything other than a Lomachenko win. He's one of the most elite champions we've had in this era. So yeah, really see him doing a job.
Would you rather Kambosos win to go and get that rematch and kind of stamp that?
I mean, easy. If someone says, if George wins, you're going to get paid this. If Loma wins, you'll get. I really don't mind. I'd love to. I say, put it right against George, but I didn't get it wrong. The judges got it wrong. So, I feel like, why should I give George another opportunity? But yeah, obviously it'd be a grudge match. Some history there. But on the other hand, I'd love to share a ring, with an elite champion like Lomachenko. To say when I do retire, I fought the best, the very best, didn't duck nobody. Fought the very best of my era.
Brilliant. Cheers for your time, Maxi. We look forward to Las Vegas. Viva Las Vegas.
Viva Las Vegas, yeah.
Got something a bit funny coming out, haven't we, in the next few days? We've just been somewhere this morning, but no, mate, looking forward to it and keeping fingers crossed that you get the job done and then
let's go and get the job done, yeah.
Big end to 2024, mate.
Absolutely.